Today, Azir. Hey there, dear Runeterra community, and welcome back to a new Legends of Runeterra video. I'm, of course, yours truly, the one that loves you the most, Love Giant. Welcome back. A new patch has dropped, and thus I make another video in the same, usually I make, for some reason, one ranked video for every season. But for this one, it is still the same season as the last video that it was in, and I'm actually gonna make sure that I at least, that's the bottom line that I'm setting myself, at least 2 videos per week. If I'm gonna be crazy, maybe 3. We're gonna have to see. But I definitely want to make, I definitely want to make sure that I play more ranked, because I actually don't want to get out of that fucking stupid ass iron rank that I'm at, because I play this game a lot. I just don't play much ranked, which is why I'm still in the shit tier. But it's kind of interesting because I can play some net decks and see how well they fare in the iron rank. So that's the excuse that I'm gonna come up with why I'm still stuck in iron rank. 1, because I don't play ranked enough, and number 2 is I can make some inside videos on how net decks work if you don't know how to play them in the iron ranks. However, today, speaking of net decks, today we're gonna play my favorite hero in the entire game. Up until recently, obviously, it was Nautilus, but since you can... Actually, now with the new patch, you can play deep again, and there are various ways of deep to play. You can play Mill, which doesn't really require deep at all, but it kind of works, it kind of functions with the deep archetype, however, but you can play Treasures deep, or you can play the standard deep. So there's a different kind of ways you can actually play deep. I actually also want to play deep with Ionia now, because there's like a list with, it's called like Baikal, the deepest sea, something like that, which runs Nautilus and only Nautilus as a hero, and then for the rest also some Ionia spells like Deny, which is pretty cool because if you face deep, you don't really think about Deny. So that's a pretty cool list. But aside from that, we're gonna play ever since the expansion, my absolute #1 favorite hero in the entire game, Azir. Again, we played Azir Burn last time. Now we're gonna play the deck that is in the meta, Azir Lucian, to a certain degree, because there's one thing. What became more popular is Azir Scouts. For obvious reasons, because, you get more procs with Emperor's Dice and stuff like that. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. But I played with that list, lost multiple times, played with the old list that we played today, and I won more games with this old list than I did with the new refined Scout list. This is not Azir Lucian Scouts, this is the actual first Azir Lucian list that was made popular, and for me, from my playstyle at least, it works way better than the Scout version, but obviously the Scout version might be a little bit better for your playstyle, depends. We have 20-20, so an even spread in terms of the regions. Gonna show you the little curve right here. We have a lot of early game, obviously. This is, well, many people say it's an aggro deck, but it's more like a combo deck, to a certain degree, because this one, we have the thing is, in Runeterra, you need like multiple win conditions. The one is we just run the enemy over with Azir with a bunch of Sand Soldiers. That is the #1. Number 2 win condition, and you're gonna see this in this game, in multiple games, actually today, just a little bit of a spoiler. Lucian level up is so fucking easy in this deck. It's amazing. So, what do we run? Ancient Preparations. Just gonna make this quick because the fucking deck tech goes way too long anytime. Usually longer than the game, so let's go quick. Ancient Preparations is a landmark for 1 mana, which is pretty good early on. We can play, and it has a predict effect, which means we pick a card from among 3 in your deck, and then shuffle the deck and put that card that we choose on top, so we know what we draw next turn. And after 2 turns, it summons a Clockling, which is a standard 2/2. Pretty good one right here. Dunekeeper. When I'm summoned, summon a Sand Soldier. 1/1, and if he strikes the Nexus, it's ephemeral, and when he strikes the Nexus, he deals 1 additional damage to the Nexus, so basically what people called this, I think it was Saucy Mailman, because I watch, or I listen to Runeterra Radio, awesome by the way, definitely check that out. He calls it the better Decimate, or the 1 mana Decimate, because 2 damage from Dunekeeper to the Nexus, and then 2 from the Sand Soldier. Really good early game, early drop. Many people also say this is the best card that was added to the game. With the entire expansion from Shurima, and I definitely stand by that. This card is fucking insane. Definitely fucking insane. I fucking love this. If you have this in your opening hand, play it. You can play it in your defensive turn because you have 2 blockers right away. Awesome. Shaped Stone. That I just... Okay. That was my bad. It was the wrong key that I placed. We definitely want to keep that in. Shaped Stone. 3 off. Burst spell. 1 mana. Give an ally +1/+1 this round. Or if you summon a landmark this game, you give it +3/+1 instead. Fucking nuts. We have Blinding Assault. We have a 2 off of this, I think. Yep. I think in the Scout version it's actually a 3 off. Comes in at 2 mana, slow speed, summon a Valor, which is a Challenger Scout, which means Scout we can attack again. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. 2/1. We have a Brightsteel Protector. Give an ally barrier this round. Comes in as a 3/2. Obviously, we can use that on Blinding Assault or on other targets to keep them afloat, to make sure that they don't die. Emperor's Dice is another landmark that came came with the Shurima expansion. Comes in at 2 mana. When allies attack, summon an attacking Sand Soldier, which, as we have established, is a 1/1 ephemeral, and he deals 1 additional damage to their nexus. So every time we attack with something, we get another Sand Soldier. Lucian. When you've seen 4+ allies or an allied Sentinel of the Light die, he levels up, which we don't have a Sentinel in this deck. And when he levels up, he has double attack, which means while attacking, it strikes both before and at the same time as its blocker. Which means he does double damage basically also to the Nexus. Each round, the first time an ally dies, rally. Mogwai's favorite hero. So we're gonna see how... So we need to see four or more enemies die. Dunekeeper summons a Sand Soldier. Emperor's Dice summons a Sand Soldier. Keep that in mind. By the way, they also stack, which means if we play 2 Emperor's Dice, we get 2 Sand Soldiers attacking. Rockhopper. Awesome. Early game and late game. This card is nuts. 2 mana. When I'm summoned, summon a Rolling Sands. Also great stat line. 3/1. And what does Rolling Sands do? When an enemy is summoned, destroy me to grant it vulnerable. So we can use this to stall out the enemy if there's like there's one hero that they want to play. They might be like, okay, I have the mana to play it, but maybe I shouldn't because it grants it vulnerable. It's not give, it's grant, which means it doesn't go away. This thing is gonna stay vulnerable for the entirety of the game until it's obviously killed. So you might think like, okay, I have the mana, but maybe I have to play around it. So we stall him a little bit with that, which is pretty damn good. We have Sharp Sight at burst speed to protect our Lucian and our Azir. If we need to. Give an ally +2/+2, and I can block units with elusive this round. That's obviously a nice tag, but obviously we mostly want to use it for the +2/+2. And we have Azir, favorite hero of the entire expansion, favorite hero of the entire game also. When allies attack, summon an attacking Sand Soldier, and he levels up when you've summoned 10 units, which is goddamn easy in this deck. And when he's leveled up, he goes to a 2/6, and... that was wrong. When allies attack, summon an attacking Sand Soldier, obviously, and when you summon an ally, give us both Azir and the ally +1/+0 this round. Next one we have Catalysm. An ally starts a free attack, challenging an enemy. So, if we have an Emperor's Dice out, and we use Cataclysm, for instance, on a Dunekeeper, the Dunekeeper is gonna challenge that, and for Emperor's Dice, it's also gonna summon the Sand Soldier from Emperor's Dice. And if we have an Azir out, it's also gonna summon another Sand Soldier from Azir. Love this. Love this. Next one, we have Grizzled Ranger, which is a scout, which means he can attack twice. Again, Emperor's Dice, Azir level up. Last Breath, 3/1. Last Breath, summon a Loyal Batchebeer, Oso Tejon Leal, I think it was in Spanish. 3/4, awesome stat line. Next one we have, oh, by the way, which we also discovered in one of the games. You've summoned 10 units. Azir, if you play Azir, if you have played 7 units and you summon an Azir, he also counts as a summoned unit, which is also pretty good. And also, by the way, if this dies, that also contributes to the Lucian level up, and then you get another creature out of it, and then he has a scout, so it can attack with the loyal. You can attack with the Loyal Batchebeer again. Fucking loving it. Great Horn Companion, another scout. Good old Moose, 5-drop, 5/5 scout. Obviously. Next we have Inspiring Marshal, which helps our Emperor's Dice targets, our Sand Soldiers a little bit. When you summon another ally, give it +2/+0 this round. That is whenever you summon an ally. So the more Sand Soldiers you summon, they get that +2, +0. And if you have an Azir leveled up, they also get an additional +1 for every ally summoned. So you can imagine how fucking amazing that is going to be. And then for a little bit of a late game finisher, we have Sithria the Bolt. If we for some reason can't really close out the game, she comes down on the board. We have a 2-off. Yes, 2-off of that. Attack, give other attacking allies, including the Sand Soldiers, +1/+1, another buff, and Fearsome this round comes in as a 6/6, isn't Fearsome herself, however, so she can still get blocked, and that's about it, yeah. Yeah. So, obviously, you can see it's pretty damn easy to level Lucian, it is pretty damn easy to level up Azir, and those two are basically our main contributors to closing out the game and just completely steamroll the enemies. The one win condition of this is just, as I said, roll over the enemy with, in the early game with Doomkeeper, with an Azir, with Blinding Assault, Emperor's Dais, stuff like that. If we can't manage to do it that way, we drop in Lucian. They have to deal with it. If they don't, by the way, he has quick attack from the get-go. It's a 3/2 quick attack, which means he strikes first, and he doesn't take damage back if he kills something with... if something has 3 HP only or less, he kills it, and he doesn't take damage back from it. That's basically what quick attack means. It's like first strike in Magic, I think it was. But yeah, Lucian, you've seen 4+ ally die, so if we have an Emperor's Dais out, that's a Sand Soldier. If we have an Azir out, that as well. And imagine if you attack, and he has 3 out of 4, you attack. The Sand Soldier spawn after Lucian has attacked. So if you have 2 Sand Soldiers after him, the first Sand Soldier dies, Lucian levels up, the next Sand Soldier dies, Lucian is leveled up, and then it triggers the rally effect right away. That is the amazing thing right there. So if you manage to level him up and another Sand Soldier usually dies, you get the immediate rally and you can attack again. The amount of beats you can get in with Lucian in this deck is fucking amazing, disgusting, and I fucking love it. And maybe we're gonna see it in the games today. Got some games saved up, so yeah, make sure you enjoy them. Leave a like if you like it, leave a dislike if you dislike it. Hope you enjoy the games, and yeah, hope you enjoy the games. Okay, here we go. Forgot to turn on the camera. Not a big deal, you haven't missed anything. So, just drew. We're playing against Demacia, Shadow Isles, Kalista solo. We have a pretty good high roll. Tossed 1 Dais, got 1 Dais back. So, the Dais taketh and the Dais giveth, I guess. Yeah. Gonna drop that Lucian. Since he doesn't have anything, we don't have to worry about anything as of now. Gonna drop the Dais. Get some damage in. Maybe even summon a good old Valor. I'm gonna drop Valor. See if he has anything. If he doesn't, then we get Valor, Sand Soldier, and then another attack in. Okay, doesn't have Butcher. So the first free attack. Got 2 procs for Lucian right away with the 2 Sand Soldiers if he doesn't have anything yet, which doesn't seem to be the case. Solid. Down to 10. 9. My bad. Doomkeeper is pretty good. So I don't know if I'd need to manip top deck or if... I think Emperor's Dais, another one, would probably be better. Yeah. Gonna go for that. And then next turn, I'm also gonna be dropping the Doomkeeper. I was gonna say, probably has something to remove Lucian with, but we got this. So, joke's on you, my boy. Gonna let that attack go through. Because I'm definitely gonna be needing that double attack again. Let's see. Bright Steel could be good. 5, 6. Okay. So Lucian. Then I'm gonna pull in probably the Leech with Valor. Because Lucian can finish off this, no problem. He has some answers though. That's a shit ton of cards. He might be running single combat into the Lucian, which wouldn't be too big of an issue. Or, I mean... Justice will be served. Oh, that's easy. Make it so that I can kill this off with Lucian quick attack. We're gonna get 1, 2, 3... Yeah, Lucian levels. Lucian will be leveling right here. We gotta need more coffins!
Hold back the darkness.
I'll bring them peace.
Yes. Let's serve them. There we got it, my boys. And since we have the mana and it's also a little bit more damage, level up, level up. Just make sure that he is protected, put a condom on the Lucian, and the win.
Stay dead.
Exactly. Very, very good then. Lightning-wise, I think this makes more sense for Shurima. Oof. Ezreal? What do we have here? Ezreal, Twisted Fate, Gangplank, Bilgewater PNZ. Could be Aggro. Not sure what that Twisted Fate is there for, but sure. Ancient Preparations, I'm gonna throw that away for now. Definitely these two. Dias I'm gonna keep. Hope for a Doomkeeper, which I don't get. Kind of high rolling right here. Not even a 2-drop. Never mind. Got that covered. Gonna put that Dias down for now. Make sure he doesn't have anything to use his spells on, which is probably what he's trying to do with that. Ezzy! Another Dias though. It's interesting.
I need more hands.
Gonna drop another Dias.
Who's falling for blood?
Gonna drop Valor next, see if he tries to remove it somehow. That gets rid of this little stack. And then dropping an Azir afterwards. But first I think I would try to attack, because it technically removes everything if I just attack, if I pull this in. And then the Sand Soldiers can finish off this guy. But he probably would be inclined to actually try to kill it. Or not. And for Azir, if he tries to remove it, I still have Shaped Stone, which buffs him up to 6. Which definitely helps out.
Shurima, your emperor has returned.
Beautiful. If he doesn't play anything, I'm gonna try to drag the keg, just in case he has something to kill this off with. That's 5. Well, that's kind of cute. I'm gonna remove him though. Gotta make sure he stays afloat. And I still have Sharp Side. Should have attacked. Where's the Lucian? Hmm? Don't think I'm gonna draw him anytime soon, because that's usually how it works. That I don't draw into the win con. How much are we? 5 out of 10. Next one will be Cythria, so 6 out of 10. Or maybe not, maybe this. 7, 8, 9, 10, okay. Azir is leveled. But this one, 11. How much is he? 3 out of 8, 2 out of 5 for a Gangplank.
My shield is yours.
My yours is shield. Okay. Could have saved it with Sharp Side, but no need. As this is doing really good damage anyways. And Azir is leveled. Exactly what Daddy wants to see. And 2 cards, well, for us as well, but 2 cards left for him. Which, considering what he plays, is a pretty big deal. If I do say so myself. I think I'm gonna block this. It's a little bit ridiculous, the damage. Yeah, good. Okay, good decision. A little bit ridiculous, the damage that he is about to put in.
Soldiers, to me.
So Cythria next turn into Lucian, which almost levels him up. Which definitely levels him up. Yes!
You need not follow, but you will witness.
Oh, that you will, my friend. That you fucking will. What you got? Ah. Cute. Really cute. Have a taste of this Lucian.
Push back the dark.
I'm still safe with Sharp Side. To a certain degree. Okay. Well, I mean, he can't block anything, can he? Let's go. They cheer on me! Our legacy is eternal! And stay dead!
Look upon our work. Look what we have built.
I know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, bae. But you saw that as soon as the Lucian drops, playtime's over. Demacia, so we play against elites with Garen, Jarvan. So we have to finish before turn 6? Yes. Pause. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be keeping that Blinding Assault. That's also pretty good to keep. The fucking Dune Keepers, where they at? There it is. There he is, okay. Never mind.
The Emperor commands.
I'm actually here?
I'll write my own story.
Or that.
I'm ready.
Mom's spaghetti. Cythria thought she would be completely taken over by Penitent Squire. I mean, yeah, still, she has the elite tech, but still. Oh, sorry. I actually... I'm gonna do this.
I've got your back.
See if he attacks or not. If I can prevent an attack, that's good enough. think I'm gonna put down... Yeah, I'm gonna put down Dais before Azir. He doesn't have any landmark removal with Demacia. Gotta be careful for that poor Demacia. So we're at 4.
I won't back down.
I protect my own. Smith, not a soldier.
So we can pull him in with Blinding Assault. That good old, how's he called? Battlesmith.
No time to form up. Right.
Okay.
Slow down, Leon. Right out.
Roll out.
Metal.
I'm not sure if I would actually block there. This guy.
March.
It's 9 damage though. I think I'm better off blocking that.
Avenge me.
So I can play Azir into Blinding Assault. Actually, Blinding Assault first, because if he has any kind of removal, I better get that out of the way first. Also could have played the Moose, which wouldn't be too bad, but he doesn't have Challenger, and I definitely want to make sure that I kill this little piece of garbage off.
Echo through the ages.
Can I level him here? Yeah, I can. Might get the level up condition for Garen, however, if he blocks 2 Sand Soldiers, which would suck a little bit, but we still have to put him down really quick. He also might have a Garen,
Shurima is sand and sky.
which wouldn't be too funny. Yeah, he might get a level up for Garen here.
I stand strong.
Really?
In Shurima's name.
Okay, just not gonna attack here. Just gonna keep with 1 attack. Jarvan? Yeah.
Fight for your king.
Pulls that. Okay.
We must not relent. Ours is but to do and die.
Yeah, let's play him. Oh, the pre-emote? Okay. Gotcha, my friend. Gotcha. Let's play preparations for now. Lucian, sure. If we manage to survive here. Because I have Arise. Can't really kill him with Sharp Sight. But... kills him, so I gotta use that Sharp Sight anyways, so just he survives. Still have a rise. I'm gonna attack this way. Get some Sand Soldiers out. And I'm gonna keep that Arise in hand. Just for the next attack that he's gonna go with. Because I have blockers with Arise. But I'm gonna lose my Azir though.
Demacia! Odds be damned. The Emperor commands. To me. Arise. Faithless creature.
open attack is gonna win him the game here. Unless, no, never mind. I was gonna say unless I draw a Rise, but literally impossible.
If we are to survive, we must
Yeah, that's a GG. Crier a time. Elites though. Elites. Didn't high roll too much, sadly. So that was a little bit of an issue there. Next game against Frail Shadow Isles Funny. Playing with Kalista. Jesus, these fucking draws though. Azir. Lucian is good. Dunekeeper Bliss. Got the Dias though. Kalista. Another Dias. Really bad though. You want to have the Dunekeeper. I mean, you can still draw him if we place Lucian before. That's also good. Because it's Lucian into Dunekeeper, and then you already have a little bit of a setup with him. Freljord Shadow Isles Kalista solo. Seems Flare. Get that Dias. Ah, there we go. Go with him first. If he has any removal and he uses it on him, be my guest. If he spends mana, even better. Nice. In the air. Ah, yeah, fuck yeah. That's if he kills everything, which I doubt. It's 3 out of 4 for his level up requirement. But I kind of doubt it. We'll probably block with the Hapless here, and then maybe with the Bark Beast over here somewhere. Maybe even Lucian, but that wouldn't make sense because he would lose it anyways. Yeah. Taking a good beating though. Best decision, however, not well. He could have blocked one. Would leave his Spark Beast at 2 HP. And it would be down to 15, not 13, in terms of Nexus health. So it wouldn't have made much of a difference, I would say. Unless he does that, I guess. Nightfall for him. We could play Rockhopper. Oh, Azir though, that's a changer now. Another Bark Beast leaves him at 3. Dias or Azir? That's okay, he has another Bark Beast, since that is Ephemeral, so that's the one that he got from Stalking Shadows. I'm gonna go Rockhopper into Dias. So the next one is probably going to be a Bark Beast. Or I threw him off a little bit with a Rockhopper. Solid. Next Dias. This one I let that go through. That thing isn't doing anything. If you also attack with this one, sure. Wrong order. This one goes last because I definitely want to block in this. Because if he would have put this at the end, then he would have gotten the +3/+3 when I killed something here. That was the exact wrong order. Never do this. I'm not gonna block anything else because obviously I want to keep my Lucian at the level that he is at the moment. But he's gonna level up thanks to this, which is good. But I don't get the rally right away. We do that. We definitely fucking doing that, boy. Fuck yeah. Let's get in. Get that rally going right away. And then we're gonna drop that Azir. Gonna be clean. Azir is also going to be leveling up next time we attack. Since we spawn 2, we spawn 1 with him. I don't know, does he count as a summoning anyways? I'm not sure. He's still dead. Another one? Well, that was a waste. That sure was odd. Let's see if he actually... I don't know if he counts as a summon.
Shurima, your emperor.
Oh, he does! Solid.
Destiny calls.
Let's go. Yes!
Tell the people what you have seen.
Today! Azir! Beautiful! Obviously, he's gonna block Azir up. Nani? I mean, yeah, you survive, but Nani? You have to block this. Come on, double attack. This is 8 damage if it goes through. I mean, yeah, sure, you can do that. I mean, I don't mind, but still, 8 damage. He's taking that 8 damage. Are you kidding me? Why? Block the Lucian. He's the big problem here. He's the damage dealer. The fuck you doing? Maybe he has an answer now, but still. He goes for a lot of life leech though. Yeah. Or life drain. I'm a little bit paranoid, so... Actually, I was thinking about protecting Lucian. I don't think I need to. I don't think I have to at all.
We shall not rest until all betrayers.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Cool story, bruh. So... That's that, I guess. Boom. 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 Just gonna attack with everything. Do you want to make use of the scout? Nah. We don't need to. Rise! Dead. Yeah, not even Withering Whale is gonna save him. Dude, the Lucian! Alright then. Would have looked way brighter still if he would have blocked the Lucian at the beginning. I mean, he wouldn't have been able to kill him, but still, 8 damage to the Nexus. He literally killed, and that was the problem. Not only did he block an ephemeral that only did 2 damage to the Nexus, but it was ephemeral, actually 3 damage because it was buffed to 2 and then, you know, 1 additional damage to the Nexus, but still, 3 damage to the Nexus. He blocked that from an ephemeral, which means from an creature that would have died anyways, whereas Lucian dealt 8 fucking damage to the Nexus. He would have got killed by Lucian, sure, but he would have prevented at least 8 damage to the Nexus. Just saying, so didn't like that block. Didn't like that block at all. Next game against Pompey 24. First game I played today. Nice, Elise. Fucking Spider Aggro. And we don't high roll again, which is a big problem. We need... Actually, I'm gonna toss everything. We need the Dune Keeper. Nice. Nice. Rest assured, I'm gonna block the shit out of everything that he plays. Maybe not that. I'm gonna let that go through. Though we have to make sure that we don't take too much damage from everything, obviously. Goody.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys.
My precious.
Always forward.
Block into the Keeper, yep. Keep it afloat. The only downside is that we don't have... We drew good. The only problem is that we don't have anything to heal with, which is obviously the bane of existence for every aggro deck out there. But we don't have that, so that's a little bit of an issue that we have to deal with. I'm gonna play Brightsteel, protect the Dunekeeper, and then next turn I'm probably gonna go for Dais into Rockhopper, depending on what we draw, obviously. If we draw a Azir Lucian, it's gonna be a little bit of a different story. We're gonna have to adapt then. The fact that she even plays Stalking Shadows in this is fucking disgusting, by the way. Just wanted to say that. Let's make sure he doesn't get any damage in, no? Gonna let the ephemeral one go through. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way where we block, so we're gonna block like that. Everything dies. That's the main premise here. We don't get much value out of the Grizzled Ranger. Let's go Rockhopper first. We could have also played Dais first, but this way we might delay him a little bit in terms of what he wants to play. If he has an Elise or something. Pretty good. Good old Stitchin without the Nightfall, even though he doesn't need the Nightfall, obviously, against us, since we have like low HP units anyways. Why wouldn't you use that against Face? Like, if I would have attacked, I would have blocked maybe the Rockhopper and then just use Noxian for War into this, into the Nexus. Which is what you want to use your burn spells for in the first place. That's a bit odd. Because now I just can just free swing. Goddamn. Grizzled Ranger would have been way better here, but he probably would have directed the Noxian for War into him anyway, so we wouldn't have gotten that much value out of it. But you never know. I'm up. Might want to use Shaped Stone here. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna block the Skitterer. Skitterer. Only 2 cards left, however. That's pretty good. We are down to the same amount, kinda though. But I definitely want to make sure that he doesn't get any damage in, because the burn spells that he has are definitely a problem. Decimate, Noxian Pour of War, obviously. Stuff like that is definitely something that we have to keep in mind. They can become a problem. Let's play Dunekeeper. See one of the cards that he has. And then we can go for the Lucian. A little bit less mana. If he would have spent a little bit more, we could have made sure that he actually survives, which he does. Okay. Actually, yeah, we're not gonna level Lucian here, but we're definitely gonna get some damage in. We're not gonna die to 2 decimates, so that is something that I definitely like. We have a great horn companion. We have the Moose that we definitely need here. Or do I play Grizzled? Now I'm gonna keep it safe. If he has another Skitterer, there could be a problem. Which he doesn't. Good. Galeen! Yeah. He kinda killed himself. That's the main problem with burn aggro. That you can run out of cards really fast, and thank God we are out of that fucking bronze range. Goddamn. Yeah, main problem, however, with burn aggro in that sense. There are people who play it really well. I know one game from way back in the day where Mega Mogwai played a deck, and he played against where the whole burn aggro meta was basically at, where everyone played burn aggro and it was just the best deck out there. And there was one guy in particular that Mogwai played against, and I was watching the game and I was like, goddamn, that burn aggro player, he was really good. He was really good. And the difference of that is obviously when you play against a good burn aggro player, it's a really straightforward deck, obviously, but if you run out of cards, and it happens to every bad one, including me, then I just run out of cards, and I stalled him very good right here, because I know that's in the range that I play at the moment in ranked. That's where when I stall against burn decks, they are gonna run out of cards, and if they don't run over me, if they don't kill me at a certain point, then they are left with like 2, maybe 1 option, and then I'm in a very good position. And that was the case right there, where I just made sure that even though I have an aggro list, but I have enough means to stall them to a certain amount if I draw the right cards, obviously. Also, Dunekeeper, since he spawns an Ephemeral Sand Soldier, it's always bad when you can't attack, when you can't summon him on your attack turn and get some damage in with it, because that's actually what he's there for. But he's also really good on a defensive turn, because when you face aggro, you have basically 2 blockers right away that they might not even be able to push past through. I mean, they still have face damage with all the stuff that they have in their inventory, and also some fearsomes, but as you saw, we also have some answers for that later down the line, and they can play that in the very first turns. Maybe the Stygian Onlooker to a certain degree, but that's besides that. But yeah, thankfully, we are out of that goddamn iron rank, whatever we were at, because I don't play rank too much.